Let me start with something uncomfortable. Most people believe that money and success come from intelligence, hard work, talent, luck. And yet, we all know people who are very smart but financially stressed, extremely hardworking but constantly struggling, talented but stuck at the same level for years, so clearly, something doesn't add up. In this chapter, we're not going to talk about hustle culture, motivation side hustles, or quick money ideas. We're going to talk about the psychology behind money and success. Because money doesn't respond to effort alone. It responds to behavior. And behavior responds to beliefs, emotions, and identity. Welcome back to MindShift. Most people think they're logical about money. But notice how people actually behave. They overspend when stressed. They avoid looking at bank accounts. They delay financial decisions. They self-sabotage opportunities. If money were purely logical, this wouldn't happen. Money triggers fear, shame, comparison, insecurity. Power dynamics and emotions always override logic. That's why two people with the same income can live completely different financial lives. Money is not just currency, it's psychological meaning. Everyone has a money identity, not consciously, but emotionally. Some people feel comfortable around money, allowed to want more safe-handling responsibility. Others feel anxious, guilty, unworthy, overwhelmed. That identity was formed early in life. From family conversations, what you saw growing up, how money was discussed, how stress was handled. You don't earn beyond your identity. You earn in alignment with it. Have you noticed this pattern? Someone improves their income. Then suddenly, expenses rise, mistakes happen, motivation drops, opportunities are missed. This isn't bad luck. It's called homeostasis. Your nervous system wants familiarity. If success feels unfamiliar or unsafe, your behavior subtly brings you back to what feels normal. This is why sudden money often disappears, promotions feel overwhelming. Growth creates anxiety instead of joy, success challenges emotional safety. Failure is familiar. Success creates questions. Can I maintain this? What if I mess it up? What will people expect from me now? Success increases, responsibility, visibility, expectations. And for many people, that feels threatening. So the mind does something subtle. It creates reasons to slow down. Procrastination, overthinking, self-doubt. Not because you're lazy, but because your nervous system is trying to protect you. Here's the loop many people live in. Opportunity, excitement, fear, avoidance, relief, regret relief. Feels good short-term. Regret hurts long-term. But the nervous system chooses short-term safety over long-term growth. This is why people delay important actions, avoid financial conversations, stay underpaid. Not because they don't want more, but because more feels emotionally unsafe. Hard work amplifies your psychology. If your beliefs are healthy, hard work compounds success. If your beliefs are conflicted, hard work amplifies stress. That's why hustle advice burns people out. You can't outwork emotional resistance. You have to understand it. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Money changes people. Rich people are greedy. I'm just not good with money. I don't want too much. These are not facts. They're protective stories. Stories that justify staying where it feels safe. Until those stories are questioned, behavior won't change. Some people believe, I'm just not wired for success. That's false. Success is a set of learned behaviors, decision-making, emotional regulation, delayed help-seeking, boundary setting, risk tolerance. None of these are genetic. They are trained. And training starts with awareness. Try this reflection. When you think about more money or success, notice where your body tightens, what thoughts appear, what emotions surface. No fixing, no judging, just noticing. Because awareness reduces fear, and reduced fear allows new behavior. Money and success change when you feel emotionally safe with responsibility. You stop identifying with old limitations. You allow growth to feel uncomfortable without escaping it. Not overnight, not dramatically, quietly, consistently. That's real success. Money is not good or bad. Success is not about worth. They are mirrors. They reflect how safe you feel with power, choice, responsibility. You don't need to chase money. You need to understand the psychology that blocks it. That's the real shift. If this chapter helped you see money differently, you're already changing. Welcome back to MindShift. If this conversation brought clarity instead of pressure, subscribe for weekly psychology-based insights on success, mindset, and behavior.